Morning Discord, morning YouTube. Let's get into it. Okay. So we see a little consolidation from the after hours and pre-market in this pink range here. So we'll give it some time. I believe we are in between some liquidity levels here, two different structures. So I think we're just going to wait for deep structure today. We don't want to risk our winnings from yesterday. Yesterday was a really good day for us. Okay. All right, so we see our consolidation range in pink. We're seeing if this is going to play out or not. All right, so we broke this magenta. Let's see if we get any strength. Let's see if magenta is going to be our down. Still early candles. Let's wait for the structure to set up. Let me show you on the 30-minute where my mind is. So on a longer term, might be looking for a long-term bolt up right here, or for that long-term bolt up to happen, we're gonna need this cup and handle, or an inverse head and shoulder somewhere. See it? So this is going to need to happen for the longer term bolt up. One of these plays, right? Forgive me, I'm not feeling too well if I sound weird. I'm not feeling very well. And then I showed you, we actually went over this structure earlier this week. Earlier this week we had that laid out. So this is what we're looking for our longer term plays, and we're going to scale into those positions when the opportunity presents itself. Today, oh man, I don't know, I'll come up with it, give me a second. Oh man, little sell-off right here in the morning. I want everyone to pay attention to something really quick and make sure everyone, all right, I want everyone to pay attention to something. Look at the MACD pattern, how when it has this abrupt shift from when it crosses and it has an abrupt shift, I want you to pay attention to that abrupt shift, how you get significant movement. Now look at that on the 30-minute, right? On the 30-minute, you can see the abrupt shift right here, how it wants to cross, and then the abrupt shift down, and then you can see we get some strength. Again, right here, you see the cross and the abrupt shift. So all I'm saying is, whenever you see this abrupt shift, expect you can get a little something out of it. Again, right here, see the abrupt shift where it touches shiftly abrupt to the other direction. Again, right here. So you see the abrupt shift and you can get something out of it. So keep that in mind. Today's is there's going to be reading FOMC minutes. So pretty much we had FOMC, and then now they revise the numbers or revise whatever they're going to revise today. And they're going to do that meeting at 2 p.m. Eastern. So if we chop until then, I wouldn't be surprised. So that's why I was talking about thin structure today. It might be thin structure. And we're in between two areas. We're in between those two flexion points I was talking about, right? So if we look in our 30-minute, this area right here is going to be our 50-50 right in here. It's going to be our 50-50 zone, right? Because it's either going to give us our continuation or it's going to break down below. So you see the breakdown below, what that looks like this, and the continuation is like this. So we're at a 50-50 right here. And if you remember, we talked about this area, because remember, this was the highlighted pink. So we had a lot of liquidity built up here. And I told you, if we get below this, free fall. It's going to free fall until right here, where the next liquidity is, right? That's exactly what happened. It free fall until right the next liquidity level. See it? We went over this earlier this week. This is no surprise to us. We knew it was going to be free fall until here. You see how much liquidity built up? And then finally, when it broke the liquidity, it gave us free fall. We had nothing to resist it, right? That's why it mimicked identically, because you see where the orders are. So this was no surprise to us. We called this way earlier this week. Let me get back to the action. Okay, we're just going sideways. We see our consolidation range in this thick pink. So your safety is most likely going to be somewhere above one of these or below this pink for your safety. Our opening range is in between this white, this thin white. For today, I had to take the delay off, so there's no delay from the YouTube because some stuff I'm trying to do to my laptop. So I just had to do it for. There's a lot of settings I needed to go through, and I didn't have time, so there's no delay for today. So we'll just do our normal thing. Hold on, let me read that again. Magenta. We haven't verified magenta yet. We haven't verified. This is pre-market action. So I usually don't like to go off of pre-market action because it's slightly different. We've been using it lately, but we haven't verified it. So we'll wait for a cycle or two. We'll see if we use it again, and if we use it again, then that'll be our bear control. I do see some wicks forming underneath this magenta though. I do see wicks forming underneath it, right? A lot of rejection, meaning they might, and maybe we're seeing some fading here. Let's look to see if we see a fade. So we want to look for a micro or super micro if it's going to go down. Then you got to measure risk to reward from break of this range to pink, to thick pink. Let's look at the higher time frame. We're going to go to our 5 minute. 5 minute, you see the range. It looks like they're starting the bear cycle on the 5 minute, and we see some bearish volume coming in, big volume coming in bear side. We could see a weak bull cycle on the 1 minute, excuse me, on the 30 minute. And it looks like it's breaking on the 30 minute. It's breaking this range that I put here, which is this line right here. Remember I told you, look, the fading. Okay. Okay. Remember that little cup and handle? There it is. Micro, right? You got to be able to identify the micro, the structure within the structure. So we're in this purple. So we might use magenta. Let's see if we hit our target. Well, Sonny, usually you like to wait for the pink. Don't start changing it up now, Sonny. Don't change it up now. Don't get, you always wait for safety. Just wait for the safety. Don't switch up your plan. I know your trading style better than you do, apparently. All right, so let's see what the micro could be showing us. This, maybe another this, right? So if we get out, look for that. This is on the very micro level. We're still inside of this range, right? So don't get too excited about anything inside the range. Let's look at let's take a zoom out. Might be a weak bull cycle, right? All right, so we have our guardrail of the purple guardrail. right? So if you took that mini, if you took this mini, there it is. Now you stick in your rules. You have your guardrail. Now you're chasing along purple. Straight to the target. Profit target 1 hit. You see that the structure within a structure I just showed you? Certain things have to happen. Certain things just have to happen. Right to the target. So now we want to look for, and you notice I have this other zone down here to accommodate for this level here. So risk to reward. If it wants to continue, right? We know there's a liquidity right here. We're approaching the 20, right? We're approaching the 20. Here's our 5 and 20. So there could be a liquidity zone in here, right? So it might be choppy in here. Might not. I don't know. Doesn't seem to be a lot of orders over here. Okay, so we should be guiding along purple. Probably need to adjust it just a tad. Let me adjust it. It probably should be right there. We can expect some of this in here. Here's the other setup. Let me I don't want to only keep your mind focused on the down. That's the other setup, right? So it's either going to continue in purple, or we're looking for calls above 639.54. If you're in puts, you want to hope for a weak bull cycle to come in. Now remember, the liquidity is up here. So it has all this room to reject. If we stay inside purple, it's just means it's a stronger trend down. But technically we have until this liquidity for the bolt down. So if we get above this, start thinking about calls. Okay, easy money. Easy money rolling in right now. Easy money rolling in right now. It's too easy. It's too easy. Sonny, look, you stuck to your guns, Sonny. You waited for the break and retest of pink. We had it already plotted out, right? The pink, the thick pink for safety. Look, exactly as Sonny said it. Well, I mean, yeah, you didn't take the ones yesterday. They were absolutely perfect plays because we had the price action we needed. Once you get the price action, which was the first thing I said, then, you know, price action rules everything. So break retest of this pink. We already knew our pink was going to be our puts. You should be well inside profit now, but you can't expect. Hopefully the 20 is the target here. Printing money, Sonny. There it is. Look at the money we just printed. Oh my god. Look at the money we printed. There it is. Whew. Okay. Now, this shoulder is still in play, so let's see if we grab some liquidity from the 20 before we head back up. So don't overstay your welcome here is what I'm trying to say. Look at the money we just printed this morning. Easy money. Easy money. Easy money. You followed your rules, Sonny. You followed your rules. Just wait. Don't start changing it up. This is what I was telling you. Just because you get these early wins, it builds overconfidence. Stick to your strategy. You have to know what you're comfortable with, or else you'll never know if your strategy works. I'm giving you guidelines. You have to come up with a strategy that suits you. Eventually, you know, you're going to take the lessons I give you and you're going to apply it. But, you know, for now, figure out your safety. Figure out your safety. Look at the money we printed. Oh my goodness. Ron, this is what you need to figure out, Ron. Figure out your pattern. What's your pattern that you keep, you know, I don't know how to help you with, because basically you're asking me, or you're not asking me, but I'm going to impart some of my thoughts here. Not understanding a stop loss or knowing where your stop loss risk is, that's difficult, man. That's really difficult. You know, I like to go off of key levels. So I'll go off of levels, and then once I get some retracement, I'll move it in the retracement. Look how strong we're not even touching this purple. So we're supposed to be guiding off the purple. Look at the money we're printing. Look at the money. All done live. We did it live. Look at this money. Look at the money. So, you know, if anything, if you want to use this purple to go off of, it's hard for me to tell you, you know, your risk tolerance. All I can do is tell you where to make money. And Ron, if you're taking a little bit of profit, that's profit, right? You can't be greedy. The greed is going to ruin you. All right, if you're waiting for an entry, wait for the break, retest, reject of purple. If it shoots straight down, it shoots down. We've been in the play since break of pink. Look at this money we are printing right now. Wow. Amazing. Simply amazing day already. The home runs will come. Look at this money. Wow. You're welcome. You are welcome. Oh my goodness. Wow. We haven't even retested this purple, right? There's no reason to get out of this play. We have our guardrail here, right? It should be the top of this purple. Top of this purple, you're out. Which is why I put up the purple, which is, remember, I was supposed to change the angle, but I didn't. I was like, you know what? I'm going to leave it the same. It doesn't have to look pretty. I'd rather be right than pretty. Don't get greedy. Don't overstay your welcome around the 20. Do not overstay your welcome around the 20. So everyone should be green because we never even had a call option entry, so there was nothing really to stop you out. We only had red candles really. Okay, good. You took profit at 20. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what you should be doing because that's identifying the risk. Perfect. Good job. Good job. You're identifying the risk. Now your stop loss should probably be somewhere above this green wick. Right? I'm waiting for a little retracement to figure out where I'm putting my stop. Every time, and look, I put my stop loss above the green wick. Now I'm going to wait. Yeah, this is just what I'm going to do. And if it stops me out, it stops me out. Above every green wick, that's where I put my stop. So I got in on this original break. I put my stop loss above the wicks up here. Remember I showed you the weakness coming in? I drew the weakness coming in, right? I drew the weakness. Not only did I draw the weakness, but I put up the guardrail of purple. Purple was your guardrail. So you knew not to get out until we close above purple. Or your stop loss should have been, your stop loss should have been above these wicks. Right? Remember the microstructure I pointed out? All right, so I have my stop a little bit above this wick right here. If I want to collect earlier, I may collect earlier, squeeze out a few more bucks, but it's okay. I'm going to put my stop loss here. Hopefully I see some more fading. If I don't, then I get stopped out here. We made good money. we just made great money in minutes. It's not even 30 minutes yet. It hasn't even been 30 minutes yet, and we should be done for the day. This is when you take your wins and you leave for the day. Don't sit here and trade all day. And you're trading off of hopes and dreams. Oh, I hope we keep going below the 20. I hope we get above the 20. That's not, this is not a sustainable strategy. I'm telling you how to make money. I'm telling you how to sustain. This is a career. Take your little wins now. When you scale, that's when you'll understand how it's a career. When you start to scale up. Now watch out for this. Hold on. Watch out for that. If there's going to be a V-shaped recovery, we know above 637. This pink. Man, that was... Hold on, I didn't even get a chance to... Oops. We should be done for the day. We should be done for the day. That wasn't a... Look at that move. Look at this move. How much? Well, all right, we'll go from the pink. I think that's fair if we go from pink. So 637.84. You could have made 634. Three full points. 3 full points. Just sticking to your plan, Sonny. Look at this money. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at the money. You see why I left my stop right here? I just left my stop. If I get stopped out, oh well. At least now I have, I'm in profit. I'm already in profit. If I'm trying to get too greedy, I'm going to stop myself out. Leave a little bit. Look at all this money we're printing. Now if we get below this wick right here, I'm probably going to start moving it a little bit above this wick. I want to see what happens if we get back down to this wick right here. I'm seeing another wick, so I might start, moving my stop a little bit more. I know I got some room. I'll move it in a little bit more in profit. Early morning wins. Look at this big win. Look at this win. Huge win. Huge win. Okay, good. Leave for the day. Good job, Sonny. Have a good day. Go enjoy your day. Oh, damn, I wasn't paying attention. Okay, I got stopped out. I just took all my contracts off the table. I'm not going to risk anymore. I'm not holding any runners. I'm done for the day. Look at this move. There's no reason for me to trade anymore. Let's see what happens if we get above the 20. Whew. That was an amazing. That was a great play. Start the morning. Look at this. Look at this play just to start the morning. It doesn't get any better. It doesn't get any better. All right, you see how the liquidity is at the 20? You see where the liquidity's at. We built up another liquidity zone here. If we're going to go down, we're going to break this liquidity level. I actually need to make some... I'm not a big fan of this magenta. I mean, it looks like it worked here, but... I'll try to use it. I'll try to use it because it gave us some data. Let me just... I got to do some work right now. If it wants to head down, look for deep structure to form. So let's look for, this is the down scenario, okay? The down scenario is going to look like this. We want to see a head form about somewhere over here, a little bit above the 20 maybe. Maybe we want to use this as a shoulder and another shoulder if it wants to head down, right? Look for something like that. That would be the deep structure. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back here with you. Let me check this. All right, good job, Dre Day. Good job, good job. So listen, we have to understand that if we're not taking our wins and moving on with the day, you're risking your, you're risking your P&L, you're risking your trades, risking your money. How can you ever grow as a trader if you keep risking all your money? It's all risk management. This is all risk management. We're identifying risk, right? And we're applying some principles of market structure and some of the things that I teach. We're applying these principles in order to preserve the account, to manage the risk. So if you sit here and keep trading, even though you're a winner for the day, you're going to erode your account. You're working against yourself. You got to know when to say enough is enough. Like, greed is going to fill your heart, and it's not going to work out. It's never going to work out. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Yes. Okay, protect your trade on break of blue. Protect this trade. Your trade's protected, so you can't lose from here. Remember, I told you we wanted deep structure, right? The head to form at the 20, and maybe we're going to use this shoulder and this shoulder. Take this money. Don't be greedy. Take your money. You know where the target is. It's going to be at the bottom of this this wick right here. Little quick scalp. Little quick scalp. Let's see if it plays out. I went light contracts here. I didn't do a lot of contracts. I just wanted to get something out of it. Look at the money. Look at the money we printed. Remember, I don't know when this is going to happen. So if you saw me put the shoulder over here, I don't know when. I'm just letting you know what needs to happen, right? The break of blue. Look at break of blue. Easy money. I told you we wanted deep structure. Quick scalp. Look at this scalp. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. We're at the target. We hit the target exactly, right? Let me see if they're going to have a weak. Come on. Come on. Come on. We need to break this. We need to break this level right here. Okay. Look at that. Look at the money we just printed on this break of blue. Look at the money we're printing. Come on. Let's run. Let's go. Let's go. Let's print more money. I'm probably going to tighten my stop. Let me, I got to do some work on these charts really quick. Jeez. Look at this money we printed today. Look at the money we're printing right now again. Again, we're still printing money. There's nothing more I can do. I'm giving you the answers to the test. There's nothing more I can do. I just showed you what needed to happen. Okay, don't overstay your welcome now. Come on. A little bit more would be nice. A little bit more would be nice. I want to at least test this wick again. At least want to test this wick. Come on. Get us down there. Get us down there. Okay. Okay. You're still in it. We're still in it. Here we go. Oh my goodness. I took all my contracts off the table somewhere up here. I went back in light over here. Yeah, now we're just printing again. You just got to wait for your setup. You wait for your setup. Oh my goodness. Look at the money we printed today. We haven't stopped printing money. We have not stopped printing money. Actual real money. This is good money here. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what to say. I need to put in work. Hold on, I'll be right back. When I'm saying work, I need to... We did it all today. We did everything. Look, we had a break, retest, and reject of the purple. We used our structure. It was the break of the blue was our structure. We had the deep structure we wanted, right? I told you we want to see the head form grabbing liquidity at the 20. That's exactly what happened. Our confirmation was going to be the break of blue. The break of blue, or if you wanted, you could use the break of this magenta for your confirmation. So we had two opportunities to get, actually 1, 2, 3 opportunities to get in on this play. Look at the money we're printing right now. Look at all this money. Wow. Let's see where the next target would be. Oh my goodness. Look at the money we printed. We're coming up on target at 633.87. I should probably I'll mark that out. 633. Oh, wait. Look at the money we just printed. Come on. A little bit more. I'll take a little more. All right. There's no delay today. Today is real time, actual real time. Everyone can see that this is happening live and in real time. There's no smoke and mirrors here, folks. This is all technical analysis, expertise, entries, exits. If you want to learn how to trade like this, send me an email to LiveSPYTrading@gmail.com and I'll get you sorted out. I'll take profit here. Okay, good trade. That was a good little scout. Good trade for me. I took my profit. Look at that. Great trade. All right, now we see some liquidity built up right here. Oh, man. What a phenomenal day we had today. Look at today. All right, let's look for it to build right here. We want to see this if it's going to head up. Let's get above this. We'll use this magenta. We'll get above this magenta for calls. No. Sorry. The 20 needs to be. We need to retest 20. Sorry. Calls above 20 with a break and retest. Whew. I'm probably done for the day. Yeah, I'm done for the day. I don't need to risk anymore. We're 100% on the day. Why would you ruin a winning record? Don't sit here and trade all day. I'm telling you, do not sit here and trade all day. Don't ruin a winning record. Leave. Be happy with your wins. Look at the money we made today. What are we at? 633? We got in at 638. That's 5 points. What? I mean, let's not be greedy here. 5 points in a day? Come on now. Wait, no. 5 points in minutes. Less than an hour. I'll be right back. Don't trade without me. I'll be right back. Don't trade without me, okay? Just give me 1 second. Give me like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Okay, I'm back. One thing I wanted to mention was, if you see me drawing a head here, that doesn't mean that this is the head and this is the target, right? That means that this head can only be confirmed once this happens. Once we see this level of liquidity get taken out, then this head is confirmed. Okay, so it doesn't mean like, oh, he drew it, that means it's going here. That's not what I'm saying. I don't think anyone in the Discord, I think everyone in the Discord knows that, but you know, for the people who are watching right now. Because this is live, so people are probably trying to trade off of this. If they were smart, they would be. If they were smart, they're probably listening to some other dummies telling them some random shit. Oh my god. They're just using indicators. They have no structure. They have no trade. They have no setups. They're just like, okay, go in now because this guy said so. I'm telling you why. I'm giving you the reason why. The why I make the decisions I do. Measure risk to reward here, right? Risk to the break of blue to this 633.87. You got to measure risk to reward. I would trade light or don't even trade. Matter of fact, we should be done. We should be done. We should be done. If you're smart, you're not going to be degenerate. Don't be a degenerate like me. Oh my goodness. Again. Right to the target. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Print. Print a little more. I don't want you to have my risk tolerance. We knew that this was going to be the target. Let's go. Let's see what the next target is. Look at the money we printed today. Get out of here. Get out of here right now. Look at this money. Oh, wait, where's this? 32.84. 32. Oh shit, what's wrong with me? Right to the target. Remember, we're not messing with calls until we get above the 20. We have to break the 20 for safety. If you want to be, risky, we hit our target. Look, we hit our target. You can't overstay your welcome. Know your profit targets. Easy money. This is too easy. Look at this full. How much is this? 34. That's it. That's a damn near, 70-cent move right there. That's a 70-cent move right in this one trade right here. You can't tell me this is not a sustainable. This is all done live. There's nothing more I can do. There's actually nothing more I can do. I've done my job for today. No one on the internet's doing this. Not like me. It's not a thing. And I know there may be like, oh, there's a whole bunch of these people doing this and selling that. You know what? If my record hasn't convinced you, then nothing's going to convince you. If actual real life proof doesn't convince you that I'm the best, then nothing will convince you, and this isn't for you. Just log off now and go dig a hole and go get in it. People are denying the reality that's right in front of their face. Man, today's been, a clinic for perfection. Today has been simply amazing. Right to the target. Right to the target. We don't have to guess. We don't need to sit here and think all day. Now, if it wants to head down, same thing. Look for this. Look for it to maybe test up here. We need to head out down here somewhere. If not, you know where your liquidity is, right here. So we need to get above this, preferably above the 20. No calls until we get above the 20. That's the answer. If you want safety, if you want to protect your account, we have to get above the 20 with structure. You see how we got below the 20 here? Retest, reject. The structure was break a blue. That was your structure. So we have to find what the up's going to be. You have to give me a second because I've been sitting here chatting with y'all. It looks like it's going to be the second purple, but it's going to be at the 20. So just wait. I'll find it. Just wait. Trust me, I got you. Okay. I think I like that green. Oh yeah. All right, we're gonna make this green. If you're selling puts, right around here would have been a good time to sell that put. Obviously, hindsight. But, you know, if you're selling puts, you probably got a longer time frame on your horizon. So, selling puts, this is a good area right here to sell a put. Let's wait till we get above the green, though. Hopefully that coincides with the break and retest of this 20 MA. Look, we know we're going to meet some resistance right here. Why? Because this is where the liquidity is starting. Right here at this level. Down here. See the wick? Look, this is where liquidity is starting. Same level. So we got to break this level to know which way we're going. Chances are, if we get above this green, that all this has been broken with strength to give us another push up. So wait for the setup, you know, and if it, hopefully it's above the 20 because let's say it does break green, your risk to reward is going to be to the 20. So you decide how much risk you're willing to take at that point. Today's been absolutely phenomenal day. Absolutely phenomenal day. I mean, every day we've had a good run. We got a good track record here. I will say that. we got a good record. It's hard to lose twice in a row. Ron, do you see now how? Are you following? Are you seeing it, Ron? Do you see how I set this up to be to maximize profit? We can't win all of them, but if you follow my simple structure, simple strategy, simple rules, your win rate is going to be it has to be high. Why? Because I post every single day all the wins. Every day we post all the wins, so it has to be high. You just gotta, if you manage your stop loss properly, I'm telling you, man, this is way better than any full-time job. Like, you're gonna be like, oh, you're the Surgeon General, you're below my pay grade. It takes time. It takes time. And you have Ron, you have great patience for this sort of stuff. So good on you. The only way your patience works against you, I don't know if it's true, but if you don't have your stops set appropriately, your stop loss set appropriately, then your patience may work against you. You just got to have your rules set in place. But I think you're doing well though, Ron. You're doing real good. Here, this is why I did the green, right? Because don't forget, we have this head right here, maybe the shoulder, maybe the shoulder. So if this plays out, you know, risk to reward from blue to target. But you know what deep structure looks like. Especially if we get a head and shoulders inside of a movement like this, right? The blue to blue, this is the movement. Steven, you haven't been here for a while, so I'm going to let you know that I'm referring to the, you know, let's say this is our blue, which it is, but the price action inside of the blue is I'm referring to as the movement. So if we get a movement that has a head and shoulders inside of it, you know, that gives us some confidence to go short, because all head and shoulders is a downward play. All inverse head and shoulders is an upward play, right? So you see the inverse here, you see the cup, you see the cups, the little cups. Now, the reason why I'm doing a cup, right? Why is it always little cups? The reason why it's always a little cup, and Ron, I think you need to pay attention to this too. Hold on, let me finish my statement, then I'm going to read your comment. The reason why you always see a little cup is because it's always going to be because look, let's take a moment for a lesson right here. So I'm always drawing this, right? What does this mean? This means we want price to break, retest, and reject a level, right? So whenever you see a cup or these little tiny cups that I'm drawing, that's what it means. Expect some retracement. Now I'm going to read your comment. Sorry. Right. Thank you, Ron. Thank you so much. This comment right here just meant a lot to me, man. All right, Steven, let me see what you got. No, it's fine. Yeah, take care of your baby. You have to take care. Now you're really going to take care of your baby. Now that you're back, watch. Go back and look at least the last 3 weeks. The last 3 weeks, we've been on absolute fire. I think we had one day where the range was like really annoying. But we've had some last few weeks has been amazing. All of August has been absolutely phenomenal. Good, man. No FOMO. We don't mess with FOMO. That's bad stuff. That's gonna lead you to ruin your account. Okay, let's see what we got. So we got good price action here. Good price action. Let's see what we got. I would like to see a bounce here. I would like to see a bounce to give me confidence for more downside. I would love to see this bounce. This, you know what I mean? Like that. That would be great. That would be great. I know it looks tempting to go in on this, but measure risk to reward. The low is here at the bottom of this wick. So you're gonna measure your risk to reward on this. That's on you. I personally would like to see a bounce, but you don't always get what you want in life. Right? You don't always get what you want in life. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna wait for my setup because buying puts at the very bottom, that's kind of crazy, right? That's crazy buying puts at the bottom. I need to see some deep structure to know that we got some more downside. Deep structure is kind of what I have plotted out here. Or you know what, I might wait for a break and retest and reject. We'll see. I don't know. I'll make a decision when we get to this wick. That's what I'll do. I actually don't even need to trade anymore. I don't need to sit here and trade anymore. Okay, I'm not taking any more trades. But yeah, I'm not going to take any more trades. There's no reason for me to sit here and trying to contemplate buying puts at the bottom when I've already made all this. Okay, see, I'm not gonna see. This is what the stock market does, right? It gives you just enough taste of that drug to keep you coming back, and that's how you ruin everything. So, I'm probably gonna stay out for the rest of the day. I don't need to trade anymore. We had a good day, and I'm just gonna be humble and happy with what I got. I probably did better than most people today, so I should be very thankful for that and humble, and that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, see, this is why I wanted to wait until we get past this wick. I need to see what happens past this wick. I need deeper structure. I think a break, retest, and reject I'll be okay with. When I say break, retest, reject, I mean at this key level here, 633.87. You know, let me see that. Yeah, I want to see what happens when we get to this dotted line. This dotted line is going to give me some idea. If we get back down here, I'll have some idea of what's happening. I'll be right back. Give me a few minutes. Okay, I'm back. Do you see why I wanted to wait until we broke this wick right here? This is why I wanted to wait. And you see the FOMO in me was like, ooh, look at this. This is so juicy. It happened over here. But I'm like, you know what? Nah, I'm not buying a put at the bottom of the day. There's no way I'm buying a put at the bottom. I'll sell a put. I'm not going to buy a put at the bottom. I need deep structure for that. And if it happens and it just shoots down from here, oh well. I know what I'm looking for. Yeah, let's do some. Yeah, so we're trading in the top half of the channel now. So yeah, let's give it a second. Let's just see. Now technically we still have, you know, till, okay, hold on. Let's see if the triggers get set. I'm not even a fan of this, of buying puts down here, so I've already said my piece. I want to see deeper structure for more puts. That's the answer. Here's why. I see a lot of liquidity built up right here. So since I see that liquidity built up, I would prefer to see a deeper pullback and then a retest before it heads down some more. That's what I would prefer to see. Calls are going to be above green. Above thick green. You see, let them figure out this liquidity. We don't have to sit here and figure it out. We know what our entries are going to be. If the market decides to give us a little more and then come back and retest this, then I'll look for puts. Otherwise, I'm not going to, you know, why take any loss trying to, you know what? We'll see. We'll see what happens. I say we already win. 9 points today. More than, how much? 38. 5 points today. Why? I mean, what more are you going to ask for? What more are you going to ask for? Okay. Let's take a look at the higher time frame. On the higher time frame, we had our what do you call it set? Our support and resistance set. It broke our resistance. Big win on that. Let's guide off this. Let's see what we got. I'm gonna change the color. Look at that beautiful selling channel in the 5. I'm sorry, it was hard for me to go back and forth and do what I was doing. I should have had this this already plotted, but I was doing a lot. Give me a second here. Give me a second here. Okay, we see bouncing off key level. This is why I waited. This is why I didn't want to go in until I wanted to see what was going to happen on the break of this wick. Look, they tested it again, and I think they even broke it just a little bit to fake everybody out. This is why you put your stops a little bit below the wick for this reason right here. They just showed you why you put it a little bit below. So this is the last low, and they just went just enough to stop everybody out. So we're going to see if this stop out is going to give. Watch, hold on, let me show you something. This is what you're looking for. Hold on. This is a lot of craziness on the screen. I get it. Give me a second. So on a smaller time frame, on a micro scale, what we're looking out for is a double bottom. We want to look out for this double bottom pattern. We'll know if we get above this green and start to build some strength. We'll know if it's going to be a double bottom at that point. You got to know the structure. Don't forget, we had this, and this. You see the level? You see it rejected. Now you got to measure risk to reward. But okay. Okay. Yeah, this is thin structure. Wait for the deeper structure. Could you have made something here? Yeah, you could have done something here. But like I said, it's thin structure. You know, you take your risk to reward. I think what we say, the break of the blue. Hopefully we're targeting this. Okay. Okay. You can't ask for too much out of this. We've already had our day, right? Our day. Look at our day. When do we enter? 38.88 is when we entered, right? Because we did. Our initial play was, excuse me, 38.50. When did I drew this? The first thing I drew was this morning. So we'll use 38.48, right? Whatever. 38.48 was our entry. And then we went down 5 points. If you're sitting here still trying to make, you know, that's a little, you're getting greedy. There's no reason to be greedy. Let's protect our account. I know, yeah, you know, you see it working out and you can scrape a little bit and you probably have some FOMO here, but if we want to preserve our money, I'm identifying the risk for you. I'm showing you the answers to the test, but you have to be able to be an adult and realize where the risk is. We've already made so much money today. Because here's what happens. You're going to take a little loss and then you're going to ruin your confidence and ruin your whole day. And then you're going to kick yourself in the pants because you've had a win, you had secured money, but you decided to go and mess around and find out. And yeah, you know, the structure played out here, the little head and shoulders we put, but, you know, we're measuring risk to reward. That's what we're doing here. I stopped trading. I'm not taking any more trades. There's no reason. If it shoots down, oh well. If I miss out on $10, I'm not upset about it, right? Because look what we did today. Today was a great day. Today was a phenomenal day. We stuck to our rules. That's all. That's all we had to do. I am here for YouTube purposes, so. All right, Steven. Good job. Good job, Steven. You just scout? Ron, you have a gambling problem, dude. But, you know, when you get to a certain level, it's okay to do that, right? I know you got some experience under your belt, so I'll give you a pass. But when you got some experience and you know how to manage it properly, and you know you need to be, you know, chasing your stop losses, if you're okay with that, then fine. But I just don't want people to hold so long expecting, because, you know, we have crazy expectations sometimes, and we get greedy, and people don't realize that even a 30-cent move and the SPY, that's good money. You know what I mean? That's good money, and we're greedy. If you think it's going to be a 5-point move every morning, that's not realistic. That's not a thing. That's simply not a thing. But as you can see, as you know, the structure is playing out the way it should, exactly as we planned. The structure is playing out. I guarantee we're still inside this magenta, right? We're still inside the magenta. We have our target. Nothing has changed. The structure is going to be the structure. You have to measure your risk to reward. So you see the break, retest of 633.87, and then the rejection. Remember, our entry is above green. That's our entry. If the 20, we want the 20 to be at green, we want to break, retest, and reject just like that. That'll be beautiful. That's what we want to look for. That's our setup. If it doesn't happen, then it doesn't happen. Everything is being done live in real time. Usually I put a delay because I want the Discord to have an advantage, but due to some technical stuff, I had to go without the delay for today. So YouTube, you're welcome. I just made everyone a lot of money. And if you didn't know me, you didn't trust me in the beginning, this live should give you some perspective on life. If you're out here trying to make this thing happen and you need a little helping hand, a little guidance to show you how to get there, send me an email, LiveSPYTrading@gmail.com. I'm going to get you sorted out. And because I know we haven't broken this purple, I know we're still inside this magenta. None of the triggers for calls have been set up yet. None of the call triggers have been set up. We know we're in this magenta. We're guiding off magenta. I put the guardrails up. We know. But we needed some type of other structure, right? So let's see. Like that. Use your 5 minute to guide. 2 for 2, 100%. Good job, Dre Day. Good job. Hell yeah. Good job. Learn how to call it a day, Dre Day. Like, know how to walk away. If I see 2 for 3 later on today, I'm going to be upset. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back with you. I'm back with you. Let's see what we got. Still inside magenta on the 5. Okay, we're broke 5 on the 5 minute. So this might be something here. Okay, we're absolutely 100% on the day, but I want to point out something. Do you see how when we had, when we had the deep structure, how everything just went, you know, according to plan, visually, how you expected it to look? But the thin structure, it didn't, you know, we got to where we wanted. The structure, you know, the market like structure, it's going to do what the market does. But it was ugly on the way there. So that's the difference between thin structure and deep structure that I'm always talking about. I like deep structure. So here's the micro structure for this play here, right? It was a inverse cup and handle, which gave us this. What I drew from way over here at 10:15 Eastern, I drew this at the exact level. This is pinpoint precision. You're not going to get pinpoint precision like this anywhere else on the internet. I promise you. I promise you it's just not going to happen. I've been pinpoint perfect. Go back and look at my trades. Go back and look at my lives. They're all done live. I put a delay for YouTube purposes, but we're still in this purple. There's no reason to leave the trade because you're in the purple, right? We have our guardrail set up. This is very simple. We have very simple rules. If you follow the rules, you maximize profit just by following the simple rules that I put out. Simple rules. We maximize profit. We minimize our risk. You don't have to win every single trade. That's not a thing. We just have to make sure that we come out victory at the end of the day. We win the war. You're going to lose a couple battles. We want to win the war. Daily. We've been able to achieve that daily. right? Because we have simple guidelines that we go off of. Very simple, and it's proven to work. That's why you can put some trust and reliance in it. No one listening right now needs to believe me. Go check my live streams. That's all I have to say. Check for yourself. You can't rely on indicators. If you think indicators are going to take you anywhere in life, everyone will be doing it. Right? Everyone would just say, okay, indicators are the thing, and this is how you make money in the stock market, and I'm never going to lose. Indicators, that's not what they're used for. They can only tell you what has already happened. They cannot tell you what to expect. And I'm not going to tell you what to expect either. I'm just showing you where the risk is. And I have a very good track record of doing that. There's people in my Discord that have only been trading for a couple months and are profitable. Verifiable. You don't have to believe me. I'm offering free 24-hour session. Talk to everyone in Discord if you want. They'll tell you. Don't believe me. It's for free. You have no risk. Let's see if we hit the target. We're 100% today. Every single play's worked out. Every single play. Every play. We're 100%. All right, let's see what happens if we break through 32.96. 32.84. Okay, so I have 32.84 on the 1 minute. There you go, Ron. Yep. The first portion of that statement, I couldn't agree more. No FOMO, no chasing heavily. Yep. That is the key, right? Identifying the risk. That's all we have to do. If we identify that risk, it gets so much easier because you realize it's a game of probabilities. If this happens, what's the likelihood of that happening? That's all we're doing in the stock market. And these people try to make it so complicated, and they want to seem like they have some type of extra thing that the average human being doesn't have that makes them more trustworthy than themselves. And that's simply not true. They have to keep you reliant. These other streamers, they have to keep you reliant on them. They have to. They have to make it seem complicated. They have to put up 13,000 screens in front of themselves. Because if you have, everyone knows if you have 3 screens in front of you, you're a better day trader, right? That's just a fact. Everyone knows that. If you didn't know that, shame on you. That was a joke, obviously. But what I'm trying to show is that it's possible to do this on your own. It just takes time. It just takes time. There's proof in my Discord. There's proof in my Discord. You don't have to believe me. I'm giving away free sessions. Test it for yourself. And the only reason that it's not 100% free is because you're not going to take this education unless you invest in yourself. If you're not going to invest in yourself, then you're not going to take this education. Trust me. You're going to be relying on me forever. All right, we see liquidity. This break retest of purple was absolutely textbook perfect. This is what we went over on our Sunday lesson. One of the Sunday lessons was, well, Ron, I was specifically trying to speak to you about it, that it's not just a break of the level, right? It has to be the break within a movement, right? So if our movement is inside of blue, and I know you already know this, but I'm just rehashing for YouTube. If our movement is the blue, then our entry is the break of blue. Break, retest. We know we've reached full amount of confidence on rejection when we break our blue algo. So it's not a candle. It could be a candle, but This is what we want to see, deeper structure like this. We see a nice hammer pullback, and then we see rejection perfectly at the 20, and then we see that rejection has follow through when it breaks our trend or our algorithm that I generated. This was textbook break, retest, reject. Textbook. Still inside this magenta. Yep. It's starting to dance. It's starting to lose some strength though. Let's use our 30-minute. Oh, look at the oh my goodness. Look at this 30-minute. Wow. It is a straight arrow down. We got in, so all we had to do was trade off our 30-minute from today. All we had to do was trade off our 30-minute in our trading plan. You didn't even have to sit here and trade anything other than the 30-minute chart. You see the pink that I have highlighted? That's how we know if we're going long, if we get above, or if we're going short, right? So we had pink highlighted at 38.60. This is a full 5 point. There's nothing more I can do. There's absolutely nothing more I can do. Notice the sharp angle change on the 30-minute here as well. The very sharp angle change that I highlighted this morning. I gave all the answers to the test today. It's damn near impossible to be wrong today. It's damn near impossible. And, we saw opportunities for longs, for calls here, but I specified where the calls were. We're not buying calls until whatever, I said as we went along. So this is a very simple system. No one was confused on when to get calls, when to buy puts. It was very clear, right? We're buying puts when we break this blue, and we're buying calls on this green. Very simple. Now, the green may change as time goes on, but I'll adjust. I'll adjust if necessary. We see liquidity right here. So if we get above this, we want to see that. If we get some momentum to the upside, very simple. Very simple. You may have some confluence with that thesis, because we broke this. Technically, we broke this magenta here. Here's what you got to watch out for. Number one, do you really want to fight the trend? Do you really want to fight? Look at this strong trend. Do you really want to fight it? But you have to look out for this. Hold on, I got to zoom out to make it proper. That's what you got to look out for. Now we got this purple forming. Now we're in this purple, right? So on a smaller scale, it may look like this, something like that, similar to this one. Okay. I'm going to spend a few more minutes here with everyone. I've made my money today. We don't need to sit here for however many goddamn hours trying to scalp away our life and scalp away our account. 5 points in a day. If you're asking for more than that, I can't help you. Our ideas don't align. If you're asking for more than that, then my trading style probably not for you. Or you're not serious about building your account. Either one. You're serious about gambling. You're happy with the thrill of a win. That's what you're actually after. If after 5 points of straight 100% victories, callouts from today with precision entries, if you're still sitting here trying to scalp away at this, what's happening right now, you've lost the plot. You have a problem. You have a problem. Go talk to Jesus. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, by the way, let's look at our trading plan. Let's go ahead and look at the trading plan. It's not like we didn't know everything was going to happen. We're going to go to our trading plan in the analysis channel. Let's look for the head and shoulder long term. Head and shoulder long term has the entire day plotted out. There was no way to lose today. There was absolutely no way to lose. We already plotted out. You could have used the bolt down. You could have used the long term head and shoulder. So we had many opportunities for today to make some money. All right, let's guide off the 5. You see your risk to reward on the 5. You see your profit targets. You see your entries on the 5. If you're in my Discord, you know what all this means. This is, if you're in my Discord, you're already trained to know what's happening right here. You already know what to look for. You already know your risk to rewards, right? If you're taking this cup, or excuse me, if you're taking this shoulder, you know what to look for, right? You know where your targets are. You see where the liquidity is. Look at this money. Look at the money. All right, we had a green entry here. Hit the profit target. Profit target secured right here. Boom. Green entry. So the thick is our high confidence. The thick line is our high confidence, which I'm probably gonna have to adjust based on where the 20 is. So we'll wait till we get here. Look at the money that we're printing. Look at this money. Look, we know we broke our purple, right? So that was our clue. We got above the green. That was our entry. Look at the money we're printing. Look at this money. It doesn't get any better. It does not. Now you know we're here. Look what's happening. We're at our liquidity. If it, expect a little pullback here. If not, look at the money we just printed. Again, in any direction we print money, it doesn't matter. Look at the money we just printed. We have our entries. We have a system. It's very easy. This is not complicated. Look at the money we printed. It's right here in front of your face, live and in real time. There's nothing more I can do. If you've been struggling with trading and you're having a hard time, you don't have to. It doesn't have to be like that. Look at the money we just printed. There it is. There it is. Oh my goodness. Off the break of green, look at this money. You had another entry here, right to the target. This is in real time. Now you can't say there's no delay. Usually I delay for Discord. Discord's gonna have to forgive me for that. We got some freeloaders in the we got some freeloaders in the chat or in the stream today. I'm just kidding. Everyone's welcome. But look at the money we just printed. There's nothing more I can do. There's absolutely nothing more I can do. Look, come on. What are we at, like 900% profit? Literally 900%? Are you kidding me? Or almost 700%. We're almost at 700%. This seems fake. If I wasn't streaming it live with no delay, look at the time. I can't make this up. Look at the time. We're gonna hit 700% profit on the day. This is, come on now. Who's doing this? Who's doing and you want to sit home and work? Okay. People are afraid to join my Discord, but they're throwing money at indicators or throwing money at everyone's throwing money at the craziest things right now, and you have a proven system right in front of you. Look at the money we're printing right now. Look at this money. 1, 2. You had 2 opportunities on this call. And we knew when we broke our magenta. Look, break a magenta. That was our clue. Look at our, I say we're guiding off the 5. Look at the 5. Look at the entry. This is almost, like, does it get any better? I don't know that it does. I don't know that it does. I would love someone to show me someone doing this better than me, because it doesn't exist. I'm that confident. It doesn't exist. Look at the money we printed all day. All day. Let's go. Keep running. Let's hit the 20. Hey, look at it go, Ron. Look at it go. Oh, you're looking for an entry? Right to the target. We knew what was going to happen here. We already knew. This is no surprise. Oh my goodness. Look at this money we printed. Come on. Now, hold on. Look at the 5. Risk to reward. You know, you got to measure your risk to reward. There's no guarantee we're going to hit this. You got to take what the market gives you. We've had an absolutely phenomenal day. I mean, it cannot get any better than this. We extracted every dime, every single penny out of the market today. Every penny. I have it all written down, drawn out. It's live and in real time with actual call outs. No one's doing it like this. I promise you. Not like this. Not with this level of clarity. Not with this ease. Okay, good. I like your risk management. You took a lower delta. Hell yeah. Take the lower delta. Nothing wrong with that. Especially because we're in a downtrend. You know you're fighting a trend. Yeah, take the lower delta. That makes complete sense. You don't want to go too heavy. Exactly. You don't want to look at the money we're printing right now. Come on. So, I mean, look at this day we've had. It's unreal. If it wasn't live, people would say I'm lying. What do we got? We'll do yellow. All right, let's see if we get a pullback on this green here. Let's see if we get a something like that. We're 100% today. We are 100%. That's a pretty good goddamn record. That's a pretty good record. I'm still here. Just give me 1 second. Let's see if we form a half channel in this with the yellow. We're going to see if we form a half channel. Let me give it a second. If you don't know what a half channel is, join my Discord. That's all I got to say. Today was a one-off for the free YouTube plays because I'm not going to have the Discord members investing in their future and, you know, everyone else just getting, they don't want to invest in themselves. I can't do anything about that. You got to invest in yourself. The proof is posted live. The proof is every day at opening bell. Everyone's willing to spend money on stupid stuff that they know they shouldn't buy, but they're not willing to spend money on education for themselves to make a career, to change their life forever. To change your life forever. You don't have to believe me. Go back and look at the live streams. Here's an example of it right now in real time. There's no delay. Look at the money. Look at the money. Look at the money we printed today. Come on. Push. Push. We have guardrails set up. We have guardrails. Look at the money we're printing. Let's hit next target. Let's go. Come on. Next target. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. It can't get any better than this. It simply cannot. Let's wait for the break retest of this green. Break retest. Oh, if it shoots out, it shoots out. Nothing you can do about it. If you're not already in the trade, then nothing I can do, right? I have the guardrail put up. I put the shoulder here. I put the perfect entry. There's nothing more I can do. I'm setting profit targets. I'm setting stop loss. There's nothing more I can do. Look at this money we printed all day. We're at 700%. Check the live. No one else is doing this. No one else is on the internet doing this. Not like this. It's not a thing. It's not a thing. Not with the education. Not with the quality. It's not a thing. I should be gone already, but I want to wait a little bit. I want to see what happens at this green. Okay, we're still inside yellow, right? We're still in the trade. We're still in yellow. There's no reason to leave the trade. We got in on the break of this green. Break of green, boom. Break, retest, reject. We're in on the break of green. You had another entry on this cup right here, or this right shoulder. You had another entry on the break of this green. I mean, I'm giving the answers to the test. There's nothing more I can do. We're still inside yellow. We're going to meet heavy liquidity right here. Right? We're at the liquidity level. We're here. We've arrived. Look at the 20. It's right here. Now, you know, there's no trading right here. You got to wait for your setup now. Wait for the break, retest, and reject of the 20. Unless you're already in the trade, then you're just, you know, trailing your stop. Look how much money we made on the break of this green. You just had to hold for, you know, hold a little bit here. Yeah, we're testing green right now. We're at the liquidity. So this is all going to plan, right? This is no surprise to us. You see the liquidity level. Come on, come on. Let's go. We're still in the trade. We haven't broken yellow. We're still in the trade. I have the guardrails up. If you did take break of green, there's the money. Look at the money you printed on break of green. There's nothing more I can do. There's absolutely nothing more I can do. Break, retest, reject. There's the money. If you didn't collect, that's not on me. That's on you. Collect your money. You still have time to collect profit. Don't say I didn't give you anything now. Now everyone watching this owes me a coffee. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Look at the money we printed. Break a green. Easy money. Oh my goodness. Look at this money. If you didn't collect, that's not on me. Break a green. Look. 635.34. 635.80. That's half a point move. If you didn't get in, if you didn't take your money, you got to figure your own life out. Half a point move given to you. I highlighted the green. There's nothing more I can do. There's absolutely nothing more I can do. I've given away all the sauce today. Still in yellow, still making money. If you took break of green, you're in money. You're in money. We're 100% today. The target is going to be the 20. That's our target. If you're greedy past that, I mean, if you haven't taken profit by now, there's nothing I can do. If you haven't secured money by now on the break of this green, which I told you what would happen, I told you where the target would be, there's nothing I can do. You're not designed for this. Just quit. Look at the money. Look at the money we're printing. We're still inside yellow. I put up the guardrails. Come on now. Come on now. Let's go. You can't make this up. It's all done live. I'm doing it live. Let's go. Come on. If you're waiting for an entry, wait for the break, retest, and reject of purple. I mean, of the 20. Otherwise, you're trailing your stop along yellow. This is very simple. It's impossible to lose twice in a row. I'm at the 20. I know we're at the 20. I'm probably not going to be too greedy past this. I'll wait for the MACD to close before I start thinking about taking money off. Or the break of yellow. Either one. Look how much money we made. All the way from, well, number one, when was our put entry? Our put entry was on the break of this blue. When I drew this right here. Oh, hold on. I drew this. We went in on puts. So that was, let's say you took 38. That was our initial entry. Let me clear this up. Today was so easy. Today was today. I mean, we don't get days like today often, but yesterday and today, woo-wee, easy. We're still in this trade. We're still in the trade. When we break this yellow, I'm gonna start thinking about taking money off. But I'm, you know, holding to the 20. That's the target. I told you, if we get above this, look at the money we printed. There's nothing more I can do. There's absolutely nothing more I can do. Exactly. Hey, look. Damn, it feels good to be a gangster. Look at that. Look how beautiful. I don't need to say anything. Look for yourself. Use your own eyeballs. Every single day. All right, let's see if I take some off here. I'll take some off when we break this. I'm not going to get greedy. I'm going to take all my contracts off because I actually have to go. So this is actually good timing because I can't sit here and babysit this all day. I'm going to wait till we break below. I'm going to wait for the close in this. If we close below this yellow, that's what I'm getting out. So it's not just the wick, it's the close below yellow. So, but I'm tightening the stop in the expectation because I see what's happening, right? And I've already set my parameters. I need to leave anyway. If we close below this yellow, no matter where it closes, that's when I'm going to exit. I got in on the break of green over here. You had the Discord and YouTube had 1, 2, 3, 4 opportunities to get in on this, and we're still making money. I can't leave. God, look, we're still making money. I have my rules. There's no reason for me to leave until we close the yellow. We close outside the yellow. Those are my rules. Oh my goodness. Look at the money we're printing. Look at this yellow putting in work. Oh my goodness. It so happened that the break and retest was a break retest, a real short one, but it did it. And here's how you play this. You got to have your stop loss short. You got to have a very tight stop. It's going to be on this green. That's how you play this. So it's zero stop loss essentially, depending on where you get filled, right? You would have to get the perfect entry. All right, I'm going to start to think about taking contracts off. If I break this yellow, otherwise I'll sit here and the doctor's gonna have to wait because I feel good. I don't feel bad anymore, doc. What heart attack? What heart attack? Look at the perfect guardrails I have set up for everybody. The purple worked. Look how beautiful this purple worked. Let's see. Oh yeah. Look, we got off the 5. We broke. Look, you know this is invalid once we broke this, right? This bolt down invalidated at this level. So if you're guiding off the 5, when it gets invalidated, you could have went in here. Guide off the 5. I'm not going to get greedy here. I'm going to start moving my stop. I'm going to go to below the 20. If we get below the 20, I'm out. That's where my stop is. As soon as we get below this 20 moving average, I'm out. And I also have to leave, so I mean, I don't have to. I can stay. Pretty sure they'll understand. I don't mind taking a little more. Underneath the 20 is going to be my out. So I'll wait. If we let's see if we bounce off the 20. If we grab the liquidity and bounce, then I'll stay. If we get underneath, then I'm out. And I'm not going to be unhappy. I'm going to be extremely happy with this trade with today. We're not going to be greedy. Okay. I'm gonna let it close. Actually, I'll let it close, and then I'll just close position instead of allowing a stop out. I'll let it close and close position. 18th. Ah, God. Okay, I'll just stop out. Okay, good play. Good play. If it shoots up from here, it shoots up. YouTube, that's been my time. Discord, I'm gonna be in there in a second. Ron, we had a great day. Did you get all the tops? Hell yeah, dude. Do you see the guardrails, man? They really help, man. Those guardrails help. Whew. Ron, I hope we're done for the day, brother. Let's just, 700%. Over 7. I think we're close to 800%. Oh my God, man. 800%. And look at the price going up. Look how annoying that is. It's okay. It's okay. I got to get out of here anyway. 700%. What are you going to do about it? It's almost too easy, Ron. I'm telling you, it's almost too easy, brother. We just got to stick with it, man. We just got to stick with it. We got it. We got our plan, man. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, you're learning. Now that we have, you're still learning the system, Ron. You're doing very well. I just want to put that out there. You're doing very well. But you're learning the system, so you can't get too hard on yourself. You're maybe 2 weeks in, something like that. You're very early. So you'll see. You'll see how even the losing trades don't matter because we have setups that need to happen. You'll see, man. Red days are going to be few and far between from now on. Because sometimes, also if you go through one of the videos that I made on leveling the account, another thing you got to take into consideration is having a stop loss for the day, right? So, hey, look, I hit a $50, I'm done for the day. Or $75. For me, it's usually around 200 to 500. So whatever your limit is, you need to figure out what it is for the day. Therefore, the week can't, you have a cap on what you can lose in a week. Oh, no problem, brother. I'm here for you. All right, but I'm going to get out of here. YouTube has been a pleasure. Discord, I'm actually going to close it with along with YouTube. It's been a pleasure. We had a great day. If you're interested in learning how to trade like this, look at the price still going up. Oh, I'm sick. Break, retest, or reject of the 20. If you took that trade, you're in profit right now. Now I have to look now. Okay, break, retest, and reject of the 20. This was our other entry. We got over this liquidity that I circled. I mean, there's nothing more I can do. I gave all the answers. If you're not taking profit, there's nothing I can do. But I have to get out of here right now. It's been a pleasure. YouTube, have a good day. Discord, we'll do it tomorrow. Have a good one.